The most amazing thing about Miriam's Kitchen is the rubber hits the road. There's no rehearsal.
I've seen some volunteers sort of have this deer in the headlights look for the very first time.
Well, the pace is quite intense and there's a lot of pressure.
You know, when you get to the kitchen, it's kind of like, okay, you know, wash your hands, put on a hat, and let's go.
We describe ourselves as a super kitchen because we don't just provide meals, but we also provide social services.
As I spent more time there and was out in the dining room interacting with case managers, seeing art therapy and yoga and writing, you do start to see this whole this community that serves these guests.
And so once I realized that it wasn't all about the food, it wasn't all about the chefs, it wasn't all about our volunteerism, but that we are just kind of part of something that's even deeper, which is the social work that goes on in Miriam's. That's when my mind kind of blew.
All of it comes together, and that's what I like. I think there's a lot of energy, very positive energy.
You really are doing something to help people, the homeless, in a very practical way. I've met lots of people who have become my friends through Miriam's Kitchen. It's a great way to meet people, actually.
You have people who have a common cause, and they're good people.
Depending on the audience, we either say that we met serving breakfast to the homeless, or we met in a bar.
If I had to list the reasons why I love Miriam's Kitchen, one of them certainly would be because of him.
We actually met at a volunteer appreciation happy hour.
I've met more people through Miriam's since I've lived here in DC than any other activity. When you're growing up, you have this idea that you want to change the world. That was one of the biggest reasons I started volunteering, is because, you know, in the other parts of my life, I wasn't changing the world.
I feel like I'm a very fortunate person in many ways. I think it's really important for people to give back, and for me, helping people out is a way to do that.
We often feel somewhat selfish that we just get so much enjoyment out of being involved in Miriam's.
At Miriam's, I can actually see the effect I have being there. And if anybody had told me that volunteerism was fun and that I would be more energized and happier at the end than I was when I went in, I wouldn't have believed it to be true.
I mean, ask me again when we've been collecting vegetables from the Columbia Heights Community Marketplace for 16 Saturdays in a row. But
I did not know that they were volunteers until recently.
I look at this place like family. You know, it's like they treat you like human beings. You know, when most people on the street, they might see you and they shun you.
I'm here every day, and you know, it's like, okay, the breakfast is cooked, everybody's there on time, the place is clean, you have everything you need. I was like, I just couldn't believe that all of these people were just volunteering.
Every day that y'all come makes a difference in not only my life, but a lot of people's lives.
2,000 volunteers in a year to help come, cook, and provide food for the homeless. That's priceless. You can't put a price on that.
I think it's a basic human need to, you know, want to give back, to want to help people.
One of the important things, or the things I like most about Miriam's, is that it just made me aware. These are persons that have interests, they have stories behind them.
To actually meet them and talk to them is very revealing.
Oftentimes when I greet people and smile at them and ask them how things are going, sometimes their only reply is, I'm still breathing. And that's real, right?
After that, it's just really hard to just walk by. People should get involved in an organization like this so that they don't ignore the problem.